Okay, so we have to rip out the shower pan. The homeowner says that it cracks a lot, so here I'll show you guys. So this is a common issue when you have new home builds. They never put mortar beds underneath the shower pans. They just lay the shower pan and boom, they're gone. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna rip out the shower pan. We're gonna take out one row of tiles. We're gonna re-pour the mortar bed underneath the shower pan and then apply the new shower pan and then put it all back together. So that's all this job is. So if you guys are running into these issues on your homes, this is the video for you if it bothers you that much. So anyhow, all right, so first things first, we're gonna take out the shower door. I recommend taking video or photos of how to put it back together again, because you will get lost once all the screws and things start getting separated. So take pictures of it, take video. Okay, so first we're going to remove one tile, try to get behind the others and pop them off if they're not on too strong. Try not to go a little higher, because then you have to replace this section now. So we're going to take our time with the demo. The basement is open downstairs. We will cut the ABS pipe that's coming up from the P-trap. So we'll cut that off, and then this whole pan will come right out. And other than that, that's pretty much it. We're also going to take these bull noses out, probably 1, 2. This will come out. You want to cut these and leave this nice and clean. The less drywall work and repair work that you have, the better. So try not to rush on the demo. And same to this side. We'll have to be real careful. We're going to take out this piece here and this piece. So, all right, let's get to it. All right, if you can get some help to remove the glass door, please do so. It could be very heavy. Also, now's a good time to silicone everything again so it looks nice and fresh. So I would recommend that as well. But just be sure to take lots of videos and pictures before removing. Okay, so now Steve's going to use his osculating tool to grind out all the grout, so that way we could pop the tiles out. Be very, very careful when doing this. If you're using an osculating tool, you can chip or even grind the tile above it, and then you're going to have to replace it. So just take your time with it. You got it?
I got
it. Okay, so Steve scarred all of this. This is to prevent cracking going up with any type of vibration from the demo, because once you disturb any of the grout that's going up, you're compromising the integrity of the shower, causing water to get in behind your tile work. So be careful of that. So try to keep that integrity there. So yeah, so we got it all scarred. Now we're gonna crack it out and start getting this pan out. Okay, so throughout the demo process, you just want to make sure you don't crack the top tiles. We did a very, very good job not hurting any of these top tiles. That's what you want when you're going to do your demo work, because you're going to create more hours and extra work if you guys crack. So take your time with it. So now I'm using my osculating saw here, and we're just going to clean all this drywall off all the way around. Then we're going to put our new 1/2 inch drywall and then red guard it, and then this thing will be completed. Okay, so just do nice clean work, Take your time with it, and you guys will be okay. All right, so same thing with this. We're just gonna clean it up and get this mess out of here, and then the pan's gonna come up. Now, with all the paychecks I've given Steve over the years, you think he'd buy some knee pads.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, but...
well, you don't pay me enough to get knee pads. That's an extra charge.
I pay him. It may not be with cash, but I do pay him another way.
Exactly. That's why he has knee pads.
It's supposed to be a G-rated channel, man. Okay, so next step is grab your green board and start prepping this. And what I mean by that is, even though this has a mold resistant covering to it, it's not enough. So what I like to do is I'll put on Red Guard. I'll probably put 2 to 3 coats. 2 sufficient, but put at least 2 coats on. And all you're gonna do is roll it on with your nap here. So you're just gonna go just like that. And you're gonna cover this whole piece, because I have, this is a 4-foot sheet, so I have just over 3 feet by 1 foot for all 3 sides of the shower. So 1/2 sheet will do just enough for me. So we're gonna cover this whole piece of drywall with Red Guard, 2 coats, and then hang it up, and then we'll be good to go. So and that way this is protected from any future mold or anything that's going to start growing underneath the tile, because the bottom is going to be close enough to the shower pan, so a lot of water could build up under there. So we even hit the bottoms here, and the bottom will be Red Guarded, and then that will sit on top of the shower pan with about a 1/2 inch clearance. Okay.
What is this stuff, dude? Protect from mold. Yeah, waterproof and everything, right? Yes, sir. A lot of people don't do this.
All right, so we'll let Steve do that. I'm gonna go get that shower pan out. Okay, so now we're gonna pull the shower pan out. A lot of times you'll have screws holding the top. Sometimes screws are inside the acrylic here. So we're gonna pop out all those screws, and then we're gonna go to the basement. We're gonna cut the drain, and then this whole pan will pop right out. Okay, so we're down here in the basement, guys. So here's our P-trap that we're going to cut out. So right here we have the shower pan. We're gonna cut down probably about 3 or 4 inches, and then we'll be able to put a cup link on it, and then a new piece of ABS going up top, and then we'll put the drain in. Okay, so all I did was separate it now. Now I have enough room for a coupling to go on, and then we could put our piece up through the shower pan. All right, so now the all right, so now the pan is prepped. What I like to do is grab a hammer, and basically you just want to kind of shimmy around the shower pan, and then eventually it'll pop right out. So we're gonna do that next.
Loosen it up.
Okay, so now that's loosened up, raise it enough to get some clearance on it, because what you're going to want to do is cut it down into pieces. It just makes the job a whole lot easier. So if you have a saw available, I'd use that and just
cut in pieces and rip that thing out. It'll make your whole life a whole lot easier. Ryobi tools are perfect for this application.
Okay, so that one. All right, so the pan that we cut out, this had no room for flexibility at all. That's probably a very expensive fiberglass pan, so we had to chew it all up. But anyhow, we got it out. The new one that we're putting in is a little bit more flexible. So now we're gonna pour, after we clean all this out, we're gonna pour mortar around here so that when the new pan sits, it will spread, and then we'll step on it and it'll be as hard as a rock by tomorrow morning. Okay, so basically I put the mortar pan in here. You may want to put it on kind of thick because it's going to go into the lines and fill up those lines right there, all right? So that's where you'll get the hard stiffness.
Uh-oh, 2 men in the bathroom talking about stiffness.
Yeah, exactly.
May not be this. Keep it a long time.
Exactly.
Talk about taking something out of context.
Yeah, right. Oh, I'm gonna say
Oh,
it.
did I
So.
mess up your video?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh,
I can always edit it out, no problem. That's funny. Okay, so we'll put it in here kind of thick. That way it goes into the grates of the bottom of the shower pan. And by doing so, we'll allow it to be nice and stiff. Good. And then, you want to take a break over there, Steve?
Oh, yeah. That's what I do.
Okay, so now we can set the pan on, and we'll apply some pressure to it, move it around. You can step in it. You just want to make sure that mortar goes up inside the pan, and this thing will be rock solid. It'll never.
All right, guys, I want to apologize. I didn't record the shower drain install. Being that the bottom of the basement was exposed, I was able to screw on the drain from underneath. I don't recommend that for you guys. Go ahead and use your shower drain kit and install it first before setting it on top of the mortar. All right. I should have showed that in the video and I didn't. I apologize. But they do have shower drain kits that you screw on to the shower pan and then just drop it into the hole. And then you can add your PVC or ABS pipe in it later. So I apologize for that. That's crucial, and I don't know why I missed the footage on that. I couldn't find it. So, again, I'm so sorry. Okay, so don't be afraid to walk on it and try to compress it in certain areas. You want that mortar to go up in under the shower pan in those grates, so that way it has a nice seal to it. So walk all over it, flatten it out, and then screw it in. Okay, so go ahead and grab a 2-foot level and just check all 3 sides, make sure everything's level. There's no high spots, where the mortar kind of didn't pack down good enough. So definitely use a level, and then what you want to do next is pre-drill with a drill bit, and then go ahead and screw in your stainless steel screws, preferably, and it'll be nice and level. Okay, so when you guys are installing your drywall, try and leave at least a 1/2 inch clearance from where the bottom of the drywall hits the shower pan. This way, if moisture builds up underneath the tile, it doesn't get soaked up into the drywall, causing a mold issue later. So leave a 1/2 inch clearance and you'll be good to go. Okay, so now I'm installing the waterproof taping. Just go ahead and mix some mortar up and then cut to fit. Basically, you want to make sure everything is completely watertight. You don't want no moisture getting anywhere, so use that waterproof tape. It's a must.
Okay, so we're back at the job site now. It's been over 24 hours for this pan to sit, and just to give you an idea, there's absolutely no cracking in this pan. Now in the beginning of the video, when I walked on this pan, it cracked like crazy. So this is the end result. So it's nice and solid. The customer stepped in it, loved it. So mortar pans work under pans, guys. So if you have the opportunity to do it, I recommend doing it. Okay, so we got our drywall up. Everything's been red guarded. Like I said, we use our red guard tape in the seams, so we're good there. So everything's waterproofed. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So we're going to start putting our tile in on the back side, and then fill our tiles going this way and get all this cleaned up. Okay, so you're gonna see me using the speed set here. This sets in about 4, maybe even 3 hours, and that way you guys can grout it at the end of the day, because I want to finish this job. But we'll be using this speed set today. It's a little pricey. It's about $25 a bag, but like I said, you guys can get in that here pretty quick if you desire to. All right, so then once the tile's all completed, we're gonna grout it, and then in your corners and on the bottom seams, you're gonna be using a silicone grout or a silicone that matches the current grout color. You don't want to grout the bottoms because it's gonna crack on you later. And also in your corners, do not use grout, use a silicone grout or silicone that matches, and it'll prevent cracking in the future, all right? Okay, other than that, that's it. Okay, if you guys aren't in a rush, in theory, you could use any type of mortar. That's fine. Like I said, I was in a hurry on this job, so I wanted to just do the 4-hour set, but any mortar will work. Okay, so in this application, I'm using a 1/4-inch trowel. Those tiles are very small. I believe they're 12 by 12. But if you have a bigger size tile, then I would recommend doing the 1/2-inch trowel. And so just do whatever fits best for your application. So I like to put the back row in first and then hit the side walls, and then you can start applying your bullnose finishes or whatever finish that you have. Okay, and then the last step is to install the tiles in the front of the shower pan, and that's it. Okay, if you guys are curious on what tile saw I'm using the one that fits on top of my Lamborghini. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, it's out there. I put this tile saw on top of my Lamborghini because this helps me make money. But anyhow, I'm using this rigid tile saw. It does pretty good. It's not bad for 350 bucks. So I'm using that saw on my job. Okay, so now I'm grouting. That's always fun. Be sure to let it dry for at least 10-15 minutes and then go ahead and sponge it down. You don't want it getting really hard because this is going to be more difficult to get off. So just kind of judge it on how fast it's drying. It could be a nightmare later if you're not careful. All right, guys, so I got all the tile on. The grout is drying right now. If you guys have a soot that's left over, all you got to do is run a dry cloth over it or a towel, and all that will just wipe right off. But other than that, this is it. It's all drying now. So job complete. So if you guys are having this problem at home where your shower pan is cracking, it's so annoying, then follow this video and give it a shot. If not, call a professional and they'll take care of it. All right, guys, that concludes this bathroom remodel. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys learned some tips and tricks. Maybe not, but at least you got some good information. Take care, stay confident, and I'll see you guys on the next remodel. Take care.